Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
Well, this is going to be fun trying to pronounce these Polish words, these Polish names, and I'm sure I'm going to butcher everything, so I apologize in advance. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. I got this amazing beer right here. Well, I hope it's amazing. So this beer right here, a good friend of mine and fellow professional beer pong player, Wade, he went to Poland over the summer with his wife to visit their family. And while he was there, he was super kind and picked up a Polish beer that I would probably never see or find and brought it back to me. Luckily, it was in one of the bags that didn't get lost because whatever airline they used lost one of their bags. And it is now February. They still haven't had that bag returned. It is gone, gone, gone. They will never see it again. But I got lucky, and this is in one of the bags that didn't get lost. And so kind of you to bring this beer back for me, Wade. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Excited to get into it. So this beer is the Koźlak. Don't know if I'm saying that right. It's Piwo Zimny. From what I can tell, it's a Bock or a doppelbock. It comes in at 7.8% alcohol. On Untapped, it says it is the Receptura Browaru Krotoszyn, however you say that, which basically translates into the Krotoszyn brewery recipe. I don't know. Thanks, Google Translate. Hopefully that's correct. And it's just all Polish on here. There's no English really anywhere at all. This is from Browar Amber out of Bielkówko, Pomorskie Poland, which is up on the north coast of Poland by the Baltic Sea near Dansk, if I'm even pronouncing that right, Gdansk. And like I said, this is all Polish on the back here. There is a date code, 8/7/2025, which would be July 8th, 2025. So this should still be good. Like I said, 7.8%. Some writing on here in Polish, and I just couldn't even get a good picture to translate it. But it is super cool getting this beer. Really appreciate it, Wade. Thank you very much. Even if this is a terrible, shitty beer, I'm really excited about it and really appreciate you bringing back a beer for me like this. Super, super cool. So I'm going to get on into it. It was kind of hard to figure out which beer this actually was on Untapped, but I did find it. And on Untapped, it gets a 3.47 with 448 check-ins. And it was an NA on Beer Advocate, just a plain black crown there. And I'm excited to get into a Polish Bock or doppelbock here. That's pouring out a nice amber color into the pour. Filling up this glass here. Got a nose on it. That's earthy, malty. A little bit of roastiness. Now, even though it is well within date, I should say this. Unfortunately, Wade had multiple bags lost, and I believe this is in one of the bags that showed up a couple days after they got home. And it was summertime, and when they got to their house, they had gone out. When they got back to their house, it was just sitting in their driveway in the sun. So this beer probably hasn't been kept the best over travels thanks to the airlines. He did his best, and I really appreciate it. But because of those travels, it may have lost some of the aromatics, may have even lost some of the flavor. But I'm really excited to get into this. And that's kind of a reddish brown color. I mean, at the bottom it looks kind of like Coca-Cola, watered down Coca-Cola, cherry Coke kind of, but that is just like a brown, like a dark brown, probably I'd probably go about a 22 on the SRM chart there, with about a pinky's worth of tannish head. And I'm excited to get into this. Nice Polish porter. I keep saying porter. Nice Polish Bock. Bock. It's a Bock beer. It's a doppelbock. It's a Bock. I don't know why I have it in my head that it's a porter. It's a Bock. So let's get right on into it. Cheers, everybody. Light-bodied. No indication of the 7.8% alcohol. A little bit malty. I do get a little bit of that, like, raisin flavor. There's definitely a strong sweet raisin flavor in there. On the back end there, after taking a couple sips, there's almost a subtle chocolate note in there. But I'm surprised how light-bodied this beer is. I expected it to be a little heavier. But again, I have it in my head that it's a porter, but it's a Bock. Really don't know why I'm just stuck on porter. This is a Bock beer. Nice sweetness, a little bit of like raisiny flavor to it. 7.8% alcohol. No indication of that whatsoever. I would not think this is a 7.8% alcohol beer at all. I would think this is like 4, maybe 5% alcohol. This is a good beer. It's a really good beer. I really enjoy this. This Koźlak Pivo Simni Bock beer, doppelbock, 7.8% alcohol. Sorry, I mispronounced the words. I can't speak Polish. There's a lot of other Polish on here. I see Warzone, which I don't think is what that means. It's a super cool beer to receive. Really cool that Wade was kind enough to bring it over to me. I'd give this beer a big horns up. Big horns up to you, Wade, for buying this beer for me, bringing it back for me. I really appreciate it. This is a cool beer to have, cool beer to find. I would probably never see. It's a very tasty beer. I really enjoy this beer. This is a good beer. I almost said nice. This is a good beer. Have you ever had any of the beers from, what is it, Browar Amber? If you have, let me know down below in the comments. I'd like to find some more beers for this brewery. I don't know if I'd ever see any of these beers again. But it would be nice to find some more of these beers. Maybe next time I'm in Poland, I'll be able to pick up some. I do get to Poland once in a great while. This is a good beer. Really like to find some more from this brewery. Have you had this beer before? If you have, let me know down below in the comments. And as always, embrace the adventure.